And welcome back to Tower Simulator 3. So today we're going to start a career. So basically we're going to go here and redo this. So basically we're going to start at St. Thomas and we're going to be working tower from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. So again, all defaults, and we get started. So basically this is straight up easy airport, not a lot of traffic coming in at that time. But it will get challenging here and there, nothing crazy. So this is the first level of the career for Tower Simulator 3. This is getting loaded. Okay, so here we go. Take a look around the airport. What's going on? And we have one taxi.
St. Thomas Ground, Field Air 4873 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
Let me set this camera real quick. And control. And to set up the cameras, remember it's Control 7. You need to know that. So let's go back. Reset this. Go right here. Let's see who called. Field Air 4873. Pushback approved. Expect runway 10.
Ground, runway 10. Pushback approved. Field Air 4873.
Come over and see who is on traffic. So second time over on this side, so we can see aircraft coming out of there. Great. So let's see this taxi. We'll see. Aircraft going to pull back. Nice and easy. So let's see where this aircraft is going. So that field air is going to San Juan, Puerto Rico. As you can see, this is the call sign for the airport there. And then this incoming aircraft is coming from St. Croix from this code right there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and turn down the lights and tower.
St. Thomas Ground, Field Air 4873 ready to taxi. St. Thomas Tower, value 1115 on final 10.
Field Air 4873, runway 10.
Runway 10. Field Air 4873.
Value 1115, runway 10, clear to land. Clear to land. Let's try that again. Zoom out. Value 1115, runway 10, clear to land. Clear to land. Clear to land. Yeah, sometimes this recognition, voice recognition gets messy. Value 1115, runway 10, clear to land.
Runway 10, clear to land. Value 1115.
So for the strips, typically for the port arrivals, I don't move them until they actually land. It makes it easier to know who's landed, who's still up and away. So that's why I have not moved them over. Switch screens over here. Let's see. As you can see in here, it's raining today. So we can go ahead and turn on the airport lights. You can see that there. You can see that on. So let's follow this craft over. Fueler is ready to take off, so let's make sure that he has enough room. So he does. Field air 4873, runway 10, climb to 1000. Field air 4873, runway 10, climb to 2000. Field air 4873, climb to 2000. Field air 4873, runway 10, climb to 1000. On reach, contact departure, clear for takeoff.
Runway 10, climb to 1000 on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff. Field air 4873.
Okay, so what I did there, basically just told them to line up on runway 10. They were just cleared to land or for takeoff, and then I also gave him instructions to contact departure once he reaches 1,000 feet. So you also are seeing Valley 1115 right behind. Hopefully, Field Air will get out of the way quick. Take a screenshot of that. Again, he started his roll, so it should not be a conflict. In real life, more than likely, this would have been a wave off to Field Valley Air 1115 to go around. So as you can see, ample time to get them out of the way, so that was close. Let's take a quick look at value. I'm going to find line really nicely there. Perfect. So land it safely. Let's give them something to do. Where does it need to go? Okay. Value 1115, exit from taxiway Delta.
Exit at taxiway Delta. Value 1115.
So what I told them to do is basically exit off this taxiway. I could have done Echo if I wanted to, but Delta's the more efficient way to do it. Charlie would have been too close for comfort, so we wouldn't have to do that. So now I'm just going to tell him to taxi to terminal, and that should be done good for Valley 115. Valley 115, taxi to terminal. Valley 1115, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Value 1115.
The right in here. So you're going to follow that. And as you can see, Field Air already contact departure because it's grayish. So if they would still not contact their departure, their information would have been yellowish, if I'm not mistaken. So that's how you could tell if a departing aircraft has joined or contacted departure. Let's see. Now we can go ahead and put these two in the bin. So we're done with them for today. And that would be the first 15 minutes of our time here at St. Thomas. Sorry. So just waiting to see who else comes on board, and we can pick up. Fairly slow. Let's see. So we have a yet one. We'll have a aircraft requesting pushback here soon. As you can see, is like
St. Thomas ground. Field Air 6961 with information. Bravo. Requesting push and start.
Field Air 6961, pushback approved. Expect runway 10.
Ground. Runway 10. Pushback approved. Field Air 6961.
And then we have another aircraft coming in, as you can see here again. Yellow. So typically pick them up, and that's to the third ring. That's when they contact the tower when they're final on the runway. So we wait a little bit for them to call us in, and we will clear them to land. Let's watch. Push back. The graphics and the models of these aircraft is kind of cool. Gives them the extra layer of realism, but again, I'm looking forward to buying the add-on to make these actual real-world airlines. So that will happen hopefully next month. But we have another one pulling out there as well, so it'll be cool. We have two. Let's wait and see for him to call. Let's move a little bit so we can see it from the tower.
St. Thomas ground. Field Air 6961 ready to taxi.
Field Air 6961, runway 10.
Runway 10. Field Air 6961.
Let's move to this one so we can see better.
St. Thomas Tower, Field Air 1035 on final 10.
Field Air 1035, runway 10, clear to land. Clear to land. Clear to land. Field Air 1035, runway 10, clear to land.
Runway 10, cleared to land. Field Air 1035.
So you can see moving fairly quickly down the runway taxiways. We'll probably give him instructions to go ahead and take off. Field Air 6961, runway 10, climb to 2000, on reach, contact departure, clear for takeoff.
Runway 10. Climb to 2000 on reach and contact departure cleared for takeoff. Field Air 6961.
Let's see the value. So they're coming down as well again. So this time we shouldn't have any issues. Can I hear the engine sounds?
St. Thomas ground. Value 1118 with information Bravo. Requesting push and start.
Value 1118. Pushback approved. Expect runway 10.
Ground. Runway 10. Pushback approved. Value 1118.
Far in the distance, ready to land, so we'll begin on the ground momentarily. So let's update our strips. Again, we can pitch that one. This is on the go. Once 10:35 lands, we will move in to reviews. Let's look at what's going on here. Again, 1118 pushing back.
St. Thomas ground. Leslie 926 with information Bravo. Requesting push and start.
Okay, another one. Awesome. Let's see who that is. Leslie. Leslie 926. Pushback approved. Expect runway 10.
Ground. Runway 10. Pushback approved. Leslie 926.
Okay. Cool. Field Air 1035, taxi via taxiway Echo.
Taxi to ramp via Echo. Field Air 1035.
St. Thomas ground. Value 1118 ready to taxi.
Value 1118, runway 10.
Runway 10. Value 1118.
Let's see, taxi. Field Air 1035, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Field Air 1035.
Some movement here.
St. Thomas ground. Leslie 926 ready to taxi.
Leslie 926, runway 10.
Runway 10. Leslie 926.
I think the good thing about AI in this game is that they know that they have to stop, at least if they're one behind another aircraft. If they're crossing taxiways, they're not, so you're going to have to give it a hold position. If not, they would crash into each other. So, as you saw, we didn't have to do it here because the landing aircraft stopped right behind the departing aircraft. We didn't have a mishap. So, that's a good thing that you don't have to worry about. Let's see. What else? Okay. So we can move them out. Then we have field air coming in.
St. Thomas Tower, Field Air 8611 on final 10.
Field Air 8611, runway 10, clear to land.
Runway 10, clear to land. Field Air 8611.
Value 1118, runway 10, climb to 1000, on reach, contact departure, cleared for takeoff. Let's see if
Runway 10,
we
climb
can
to
get
1000 on
these two
reach and
aircraft
contact
before
departure cleared for takeoff.
the next
Value
aircraft
1118.
lands. Let's see what we can do here. We can go ahead and do this. It's rolling. Still not rolling. Okay. It's rolling, so let's go ahead and give Leslie 926 the green light to line. Leslie 926, runway 10, line up.
Runway 10, line up. Leslie 926.
The line up command just has them line up to the runway and ready for takeoff. But let's actually do this through here so you can guys see how this works out.
Runway 10, line up and wait.
Forget to say
Leslie
runway 10.
926.
Let's see, it's moving in. So now that it's lining up, I can go ahead and give them Leslie 926, runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Runway 10, cleared for immediate takeoff. Leslie 926.
So the difference between cleared for takeoff and immediate takeoff is basically the time the aircraft spends lining up is shorter. So basically once it's on the active runway, they'll go ahead and spend a couple seconds and then give full throttle and depart, where when you just give them a clear to takeoff command, they'll line up, spend some time doing their thing before they ramp up the engine and go ahead and take off. So that's the main difference between those two commands. One of the things that I did or didn't do was I did not give him a, like I've done in the past, a departure. So I'll show you how to do that here. The commands. So let's take a look at him. Leslie 926, contact departure.
Departure on 124.0. Leslie 926. Roger. Good morning.
And there is a setting that you can tweak in the menu to basically be able to actually give them a departure frequency. And that departure frequency and would be located here. So I showed you all that in the first video, but I can help you put you in the right direction once again. So there you go. Feather 8611, exit via taxiway Delta.
Exit of Taxway Delta. Field Air 8611. St. Thomas Tower, Field Air 1601 on final 10.
Clean the strips. Field Air 1600, runway 10. Field Air 1600, runway 10, clear to land. Clear to land. Field Air 1601, runway 10, clear to land.
Runway 10, clear to land. Field Air 1601.
Field Air 8611, taxi to terminal. Terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Field Air 8611.
Okay, so we have a little plane coming in.
St. Thomas ground. Field Air 201 with information Bravo. Ready to start.
So our little friends here don't request pushback. So the command you'll give them is very different from the pushback approved. So instead of saying pushback approved, you would just say approved and then give them the expected runway. So let's take a look at that. Field Air 201 approved. Expect runway 10.
Ground. Runway 10. Approved. Field Air 201.
St. Thomas ground. Field Air 2201 with information Bravo. Ready to start.
Field Air 2201, stand by.
Standing by. Field Air 2201.
So by giving him the standby command, it's just basically acknowledging that you heard his request, but basically want to handle everybody else before you actually give him further instructions. So I'm going to let these two aircraft do their thing first. So I'll let X611 go into terminal, and then 201 be ready for takeoff, which is taxi. As you can see, it's kind of weird. Someone floated this a little bit so you can see what they're doing.
St. Thomas ground. Field Air 201 ready to taxi.
Field Air 201, runway 10.
Runway 10. Field Air 201.
Now we can give Field Air 221. Field Air 2201 approved. Expect runway 10.
Ground. Runway 10. Approved. Field Air 2201.
So we've done 30 minutes on tower duty. So everything running smoothly. And good flow of aircraft. As you can see, we have 3 aircraft coming in to land, so we'll hopefully get back to a semi-full airport.
St. Thomas ground. Field Air 2201 ready to taxi.
Field Air 2201, taxi to runway 10. That's not gonna work. Field Air 2201, runway 10.
Runway 10. Field Air 2201.
Okay, let's do this.
St. Thomas Tower, Field Air 1621 on final 10.
Field Air 1621, runway 10, clear to land.
Runway 10, cleared to land. Field Air 1621.
Let's get this moving a little bit faster. Okay, rolling. Field Air 201, runway 10, line up and wait.
Runway 10, line up and wait. Field Air 201.
Field Air 1601, exit via taxiway Charlie. Field Air 1601, exit via taxiway Charlie.
Negative. Field Air 1601.
Field Air 1601, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Field Air 1601.
Field Air 201, runway 10. Field Air 201, runway 10, climb up to 1000. On reach, contact departure, clear for takeoff.
Runway 10, climb to 1000 on reaching contact departure cleared for takeoff. Field Air 201.
Field Air 2201, runway 10, climb to 1000. On reach, contact departure, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Runway 10, climb to 1000 on reaching contact departure cleared for immediate takeoff. Field Air 2201.
St. Thomas Tower, Denali 803 on final 10.
Denali 803, runway 10, clear to land. Cleared to land. Denali 803, runway 10, clear to land.
Runway 10, cleared to land. Denali 803.
St. Thomas Ground, Denali 806 with information Bravo, ready to start.
Denali 806, approved, expect runway 10.
Ground, runway 10, approved. Denali 806.
Field Air 1621, stand by.
Standing by. Field Air 1621.
St. Thomas Ground, Denali 806 ready to taxi.
Denali 806, runway 10.
Runway 10, Denali 806.
So you can see we're having one of them wait. So we'll pass this through. Field Air 1621, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Field Air 1621.
St. Thomas Tower, Denali 855 on final 10.
Denali 8555, runway 10, clear to land. Clear to land.
Runway 10, clear to land. Denali 855.
Denali 806, runway 10, climb 1000, Denali 806. Denali 806, runway 10, climb to 1000, on reach contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 10, climb to 1000 on reaching contact departure cleared for takeoff. Denali 806.
Denali 803, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Denali 803.
Let's see.
St. Thomas Ground, Field Air 8081 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
Field Air 8081, pushback approved, expect runway 10.
Ground, runway 10, pushback approved. Field Air 8081.
Field Air about to land. Let's give them a longer approach. Wait, engage. Denali 855, exit via taxiway Delta.
Exit at taxiway Delta. Denali 855.
So here what we did was we made him take a longer route to his ramp. So that'll give you some time to get Field Air 8081 to direct a taxi and taxi out to the runway. Come about an hour on this.
St. Thomas Ground, Field Air 8081 ready to taxi.
Field Air 8081, runway 10.
Runway 10, Field Air 8081.
You can see them now. Airway, push. Denali 855, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Denali 855.
So then that gives us plenty of separation between both aircraft. That we want to avoid any mishaps on the taxiway. So back them off and going. See what we have on radar, no one coming, only one outgoing. So let's move it along. Okay. Field Air 8081, runway 10, climb to 2000, on reach contact departure, clear for immediate takeoff.
Runway 10, climb to 2000 on reaching contact departure cleared for immediate takeoff. Field Air 8081.
St. Thomas Ground, Denali 856 with information Bravo, ready to start.
Denali 856, approved, expect runway 10.
Ground, runway 10, approved. Denali 856.
There he goes. Let me update the strips. And this is a pretty much laid back airport. Once you get into LAX and LaGuardia, that just becomes a very different story.
St. Thomas ground, Denali 856 ready to taxi.
Denali 856, runway 10.
Runway 10, Denali 856.
St. Thomas Tower, Magic 114 on final 10.
Magic 114, runway 10, clear to land.
Runway 10, cleared to land. Magic 114.
Go ahead and get Denali out of here. Denali 856, runway 10, climb 1000, on reach, contact departure, clear for takeoff.
Runway 10, climb to 1000 on reaching contact departure cleared for takeoff. Denali 856.
There it goes.
St. Thomas ground, Globe 130 with information Bravo, ready to start.
Globe 130, approved, expect runway 10.
Ground, runway 10, approved. Globe 130.
So Magic is coming from San Juan, and Globe is going to San Juan. Cool. We have about an hour left on our stint here at St. Thomas. Making good way. Okay, we're going to do the same thing, and then the last one to give us a little more time. Magic 1114. Exit via taxiway Echo.
Exit taxiway Echo. Magic 114.
St. Thomas ground, Globe 130 ready to taxi.
Globe 130, runway 10.
Runway 10, Globe 130.
Magic 114, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Magic 114. St. Thomas ground, Leslie 1350 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
Globe 130, runway 10. Climb to 1000, on reach, contact departure, expect cleared for takeoff.
Runway 10, climb to 1000 on reaching contact departure cleared for takeoff. Globe 130.
St. Thomas ground, value 1126 with information Bravo, requesting push and start.
So we have 2 aircraft ready to push back. So we're waiting on this little fellow to come out. So we can push everybody back and out. I'm gonna give value first and then Leslie. Valley 1126, pushback approved. Expect runway 10.
Ground, runway 10, pushback approved. Value 1126.
Leslie 1350, pushback approved. Expect runway 10.
Ground, runway 10, pushback approved. Leslie 1350.
Yeah, you can see them spinning up the engines. Pushback.
St. Thomas ground, value 1126 ready to taxi.
Valley 1126, runway 10.
Runway 10, value 1126.
St. Thomas ground, Leslie 1350 ready to taxi.
Leslie 1350, runway 10.
Runway 10, Leslie 1350.
Valley 1126, runway 10, climb to 2000. On reach, contact departure, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Runway 10, climb to 2000 on reaching contact departure cleared for immediate takeoff. Value 1126.
Leslie 1350, runway 10. Climb to 2000. On reach, contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 10, climb to 2000 on reach and contact departure cleared for takeoff. Leslie 1350.
Great shot of both aircraft doing their taxi right there. We'll see them both take off in a minute. There they go. Speed this up a little bit. Our 45 minutes left on this 2 hour stint on our St. Thomas Tower. Let's see what else comes up.
St. Thomas Tower, Magic 8031 on final 10.
Magic 8031, runway 10, clear to land. Clear to land.
Runway 10, cleared to land. Magic 8031.
St. Thomas Tower, Magic 8041 on final 10.
Magic 8041, runway 10, clear to land. Clear to land. Magic 8041, runway 10, clear to land.
Runway 10, cleared to land. Magic 8041.
Yeah, so these two are coming from San Juan, and then this Valley 1121 is coming from St. Croix. Magic 8031, exit via taxiway Delta.
Exit at taxiway Delta. Magic 8031.
Magic 8031, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Magic 8031.
St. Thomas Tower, value 1121 on final 10.
Value 1121, runway 10, clear to land. Clear to land. Valley 1121, runway 10, clear to land.
Runway 10, clear to land. Value 1121.
Magic 8041, exit via taxiway Delta.
Exit at taxiway Delta. Magic 8041.
Magic 8041, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Magic 8041.
Value 1121, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal. Value 1121.
So we got everybody in. Let's see that thing coming up. Nothing on radar. Let's clear our strips. 30 minutes left on this 2-hour stint at St. Croix. Let's see what pops up in this last few minutes. And we'll call it a day for today. So there's not a lot happening in the morning, as you can see in St. Croix. A few aircraft here and there, not a lot that we couldn't handle. So this first career playthrough is pretty much fairly straightforward, just getting everybody to get used to the flow of things, nothing or anything crazy. I can tell you that it does get a little more challenging as you play through the different scenarios that they're provided within the career mode. So just don't think that it's going to be this easy all the time. There's definitely going to be added things that are going to go or be thrown your way as far as weather and things along those lines. So keep that in mind as you get through. Let's see how many. So we're about to be done here. So let's run out the clock until we get the exit schedule and see how we did. Mm, 4 minutes left. I'll hit 3 now. So there you go. Handled 23 planes. 12 of those were takeoffs, 11 of those were landings. No minor mistakes, no major mistakes, no fatal mistakes, which is great. Total time, now we're at 54, and final score, 2300. So let's go back to the main screen. So a couple things I want to show you here to change. If you go to game and then scroll the way down, if you click on the single player departure handover and you click on complex, that will then give you the ability to give departing aircraft a frequency to contact once they you hand them off to departure. So that's where you would make the switch in your game. So we will see that in the next game. So again, appreciate you all for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button as we continue to load more videos. That said, have a good one, everybody. Adios.